YUKO. Today, we are focused on the internal rotation of the hip joint flow. Because a lot of yoga pose, it's good for your whole body function. But when you look at the yoga pose, a lot of yoga pose are more external rotation, just like a warrior two, and maybe lunge, or goddess pose. We have a lot of external rotation of the hip joint, and we have some internal rotation pose. Then we do a lot of hip stretch, which is create most of the time another external rotation at the hip joint. So today, in order to balance the mobility of your hip, we flow to focus on the internal rotation at the hip joint. So we're going to come into wide leg standing posture, and you just move your feet. So from right foot, so inhale and exhale, internally rotate your hip joint, so toes pointing inward. Inhale, release. Exhale, internally rotate your hip joint, so you can feel the relationship between hip socket and human change. Inhale, release. Exhale, internally rotate your hip joint. Inhale, release, one more time. Exhale, internally rotate your hip joint. Then coming back to same and see how you feel. Hopefully you can already feel the different mobility of your hip joint. This side is better, smoother, and this side, or maybe more space. The other side. So take a deep inhale and exhale, internal rotation at your hip joint. So you squeeze inner thigh muscle. Inhale, open. Exhale, internal rotation at the hip joint. Pelvis does not move. Inhale. Exhale, internal rotation at the hip joint. Do one more time. Inhale, open. And exhale, internal rotation at the hip joint. Then just come to the center, see if you move your hip side to side and see how you feel. Hopefully, mobility of hip joint about the same. You're going to slowly bounce out to the floor. And if you need to, inhale to halfway up the lancing spine. And with exhale, slowly walk your both hands to your right foot. And again, slightly bring your big toe in to create internal rotation of the hip joint. Then you just bow the joint. And make sure all toes stay on the floor. Inhale to ground your feet. And exhale, relax your hip joint, chest toward your right. Inhale, exhale, heart center to your right. Just few more breaths. Exhale, heart center to the right knee, twist to the direction. Do one more inhale. Exhale, heart center to the right knee. And inhale, coming back to center. And then shake your hips side to side and see how you feel. Hopefully, right hip joint move a little more smoother. So let's go on the other side. Just walk to your left hand. If you like, slightly internally rotate your hip joint and bow down to your left knee. And take a deep inhale. Exhale, start moving heart center to your left knee. So if you need to keep your knees relaxed, no hyperextension here. Inhale. Exhale, heart center to your left knee. And then inhale, ground your left, sole of your left foot, toes in the heel. Exhale, heart center to your right knee. Left knee. Stay for 2 more breaths. Exhale, heart center to your left knee. One more inhale. Stay here. And inhale, coming back to center, roll your spine up. And coming to wide-legged pose. And you're going to move your right side. And here you are into like a warrior two leg. Oh, actually, this is here for lunge pose. You take a deep inhale for lancing spine, so lining up your ribs and pelvis. And exhale, flex your hip joint and bow down. And twist your, move your pelvis to your right side. So navel center, face your right side. And inhale, coming to warrior two to relax. And exhale, coming back to lunge pose. And inhale to flex your hip joint. And exhale, twist, move your pelvis. So your heart follow your hip movement. So twist your navel center, hips. So navel center pointing to right side. And inhale, come back. And exhale, coming to lunge again. Lining up your ribs and pelvis. And inhale to tilt your pelvis forward. Exhale, navel center pointing to right side. And inhale, coming back to warrior two, catch breath. And exhale, coming back to lunge. And inhale to flex your hip joint. And exhale, navel center face the right side. And inhale, warrior two. And exhale, coming to goddess pose and see how you feel. Just swing your hip side to side and notice the mobility. Hopefully your buttocks and hip joint The more spacious on the right side right now. And we are moving on the other side. So start from warrior two. And exhale, coming into lunge. Bend your left knee. And lining up your ribs and pelvis. Inhale, flex your hip joint. If you need to grab your pelvis. And exhale, navel center, face your left side. And inhale, coming back to warrior two. And exhale, coming back to lunge. And inhale, tilt your hip joint, pelvis forward. Exhale, navel center, face your left. That's the internal rotation of the left hip joint. Active both sides. And inhale, warrior two. And exhale, coming into lunge. And inhale, flex your hip joint to tilt the pelvis forward. Exhale, navel center, face your left. And inhale, warrior two. Last one. Exhale, coming into lunge. And inhale, tilt your pelvis forward. And exhale, navel center, face your left. And inhale, coming back to warrior two. And exhale, goddess pose. And then if you need more challenge, go ahead and hands or arm against your inner thigh. And inhale, releasing stomach. And exhale, your thighs and hands or arms are pressing each other. And slightly your legs are winning, but a very slow winning. Inhale to push the front with both feet. Exhale, hands against your leg and legs are slightly winning. Don't lift your pinky toe stay on the floor. 2 more breaths. Inhale, keep pressing. And exhale, ground your feet. Legs are winning. Do one more inhale, stabilize your shoulder and feet. Exhale, hands against your leg and legs are winning. And go ahead and bring your hands to the floor. You're going to swing your hips side to side and see how you feel. Hopefully, you can move your pelvis smoothly over the human now than a few minutes ago. So hopefully this is helping. But remember, so once in a while, especially if you're standing, your toes are pointing out, knees are pointing out, you may have a weak inner thigh muscle. And check into your practice. If you do too much external rotation of the hip, you may start thinking of put some flow or pause to create internal rotation of the hip joint to balance your mobility of your hip joint. Hopefully this flow, this information is helping somebody somewhere. And thank you so much and see you next time.